everybody. Katie here with my little handy dandy binder so I cannot get lost while I talk about my topics for this series, High School Diaries. So, for this topic right here, I will be talking about my experience in HB2, my junior year. Okay, let's start from band camp. So at this time, I was much more better at playing the baritone because, you know, I already had a year in band, so I already knew the notes, the scales, all that ishness. So I was like, okay, I'm back again for my junior year. And at band camp, I had a much better experience because I knew what I was doing. And I was so happy to be back that summer because I missed band. I missed playing an instrument, doing skills, and like see my band family. But I have to admit, I did not practice over the summer, so I was a little rusty my time at band camp that year. So I had to do some catching up, get my lips used to playing an instrument again. I had to, you know, if you're a band student, you know. So I don't really have anything much to say about my band camp experience junior year because I don't really remember at all. So, football season. Fast forward from band camp to football season. So, this year I was much more aware of my emotions, I think. So I didn't, get mad as often because, I had some time to compose myself and, be me. So why did I write this? I wrote, I met this guy who was at first iffy to me, then warmed up to me. I'm not sure what that is about, but I guess that happened during football season. Yeah, I guess. I don't know what that was about. There was a little conflict in the baritone section because there was this person who transferred from trombone to baritone. And at this time, he was a senior while I was a junior. So, no, at this time, the baritone section wasn't really feeling him that much, especially this one baritone player who was a sophomore at the time. They will always be beefing for no real reason. And I had to stand there and witness it. I was about to say experience, but I didn't experience it, I just witnessed it. But, it did get better. We did all get along soon enough. I learned some stuff from him, the guy who was, causing problems. Because I didn't really like him at first either. Because he just switched from trombone to baritone. And he, the best at it. He want to say he's better than everybody else. And I wasn't feeling that. But I did get some pointers from him. I did get some lessons from him about how to better my breath control and how to sustain notes and how to do low volume notes and high volume notes at the top register of the baritone. So I got better at that thanks to him. He wasn't all bad. He just had a little bit of an attitude problem here and now at times. And we did pull through. Yes, we did. We pulled through. So we didn't end up going crazy as I thought we were going to be. So move on to concert season. Now, for me personally, this is the most irritating time of the year because, for one, I do not like to dress nice meaning I don't like to wear vests and slacks and these dress shoes with these thin socks. I was just not feeling that. That's not the fashion I like not at all. I usually don't like to wear anything that I can't freely move around in, because I never like to stay still, so I like to like move around and stuff. So that I hated that. And I will often get irritated sometimes by other band students, because when we would have rehearsals during concert season, somehow that's when the band seems to be the least disciplined, and then we had to stop every 5 minutes because the band students couldn't stop talking, and it was just so irritated. My blood pressure was in danger. And also moments, okay, so for this concert season we had to use concert baritones, which I was not used to playing. So the one baritone I had, it was a little broken because it wasn't used for some time. It had this one valve that couldn't stop sticking, and then the spit hole, the little rubber thing, that was missing. So I had to get a paper towel to cover the spit hole, so that spit won't like fall out into my lap in the ground. So I hated that also. Okay, so when the Christmas or holiday concert, whatever, started, that's when that old baritone that barely worked at the first place started acting up. And I was like, oh no, I can't fix this. I couldn't even get valve oil to fix the thing. So when the song started at the concert, I basically couldn't play anything due to that one valve that was stuck. So most of the time I would try to get some notes out, but no notes would come out. So I had to sit there and do nothing and hopefully not be noticed. So I hated that, but I was glad when it was over. I didn't mess up. That's a good thing. So moving on from concert season, that irritating. Oh, the Christmas parade. Or the holiday parade, so I can be inclusive. This holiday parade. Okay, so I remember it was so cold, and I could barely play a single note without having to blow into the instrument because it was so cold and the valves were just thick. And I was just not having it. And when we started marching in the parade, I was not having it. I couldn't play a single note because it was so cold, and I don't know, somehow that messes with the metal in the instrument. And that was overall the worst performance of HB2 history, because after the performance, our band director was like, oh my, this is the worst band performance ever. We didn't even play the songs right. Y'all can't even remember it, and stuff like that. So I hated it. I hated the whole holiday performance, down to the coldness, down to the playing, down to the Okay, moving on to the Majorette Situation. Okay, so ever since my sophomore year, I have been, I was known to dance. And from sophomore year, I wanted to be a majorette because people have been telling me, people ever in band have been telling me that I could be a majorette. And at first I was like, here these people go again, trying to make fun of me. But now I was like, maybe I should be a majorette. So my sophomore year, I tried to be a majorette, kind of. I asked the band director, Mr. Brooks, if I could be Majorette, and he said, we'll see. But we all know that means no, so I just let it go. Junior year, I was more determined to be a Majorette. So this time, I was not accepting no for an answer for me to try out. And I remember it was time for the Majorette clinics, and I asked Mr. Brooks if I could go to the clinics, and he said no. And I was like, why? And he was like, we have stuff to do. You can't afford to miss any practices. And I was like, heck no. I wasn't like that, but I was basically like, are you sure there's no other reasons you don't want me to be at the clinics for the Majorettes? He was like, no. So I didn't stop there though. I kept on asking and asking and asking. And he eventually said, okay, but you have to pick one day to be at the clinic, because we can't have you be at every clinic because you have stuff to do in band. So I was like, okay, fine. So I picked my day, and I had so much fun at the clinics, learning all of the moves and learning all the stretches you need to, be flexible. And it was time for the next day for the clinics. And me remembering what he said about being to only one of the clinics, I was like, okay. So I can't be at this one. But then I was like, wait. Maybe if I ask him again, maybe I can be at another one. So I tried to look for him. I was just looking. I was like, whoa, where is he? So I couldn't find him. So at that point, I kind of broke the agreements on being at one of the clinics, and I just went to the clinic anyways. And I felt so bad, but so good at the same time. So a few minutes pass of me being in there, and then I see Mr. Brooks walk in. And I hid under the chairs, so he couldn't see me, but it was too late. He's already saw me. And then he was like, what are you doing here? I said only one day. He was here for a second day. I was like, Mr. Brooks, you should already know that I like dancing more than playing an instrument. And he was like, I understand, but you have your responsibilities. So then I got a little salty. I got lightly salted. And I was like, forget all of this. Oh my gosh. And he was like, well, it's not too late for you to get dismissed. And in my head, I was like, okay. But I didn't say it because I didn't want to make the situation worse. So after that catastrophe, it was time for the list to be shown of who made it to the auditions. And luckily, I still made it to auditions, even though I had the little moment there. So I was like, yes. And so, okay, so I remember I was so excited, and then I learned a routine. I practiced it. I was practicing it. I got it correct. I got my formation correct and all of that stuff. So fast forward to the audition day. So I got my little costume. In the song, we were the routine. It was to the song "Principle of Pleasure" by Janet Jackson. I don't know if I said the title right. So I did my little dance. I was like, yes, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Clap, 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 clap. And I thought I did really good. So did the other girls. They thought I did really good. So it was time for the moments to be revealed if I was accepted into the Majorette squad. So a couple of days later passed, and then it was finally posted of who made it to the Majorette squad. So, okay, I walked to the door. You had the poster right here. I was reading, yes. I was reading the names. I was keep reading. I didn't see my names. I was like, okay, maybe it's at the bottom. I was like, oh. It was nowhere to be found. So, I was so mad because I really thought I could make it. So, after learning that I was not accepted to the Majorette squad, I do a little tantrum, for my junior self. I took, I don't know, a marker, I think, and then I just scrubbed it all. I covered all of the poster because I was so mad I was not one of the names that was on the poster. I was like, nope, nope, no. If I can't be in it, nope, I don't care. I do not care. All of y'all can go choke. So, no. That felt so good to get my anger out like that. But then I got in trouble. I did get in trouble. And then I explained why I did what I did. And I had to apologize to the Majorette director. And she was shocked that I was the one that did all of that. I'm guessing she didn't know that it was me who did that. So then I explained that I thought that I could be accepted in the squad. She was like, yeah, okay, accept it in the way, you're not gonna die. And I was so mad. And to this day, I do not regret scribbling that out at all, because it felt good. So, long story short, I tried out, didn't make it, got mad, still didn't get what I wanted. Also, while I was apologizing and all that stuff, she was like, oh, if you didn't do all the scribbling and stuff, you would have known that, she said that I was one of the backups. So if one of the girls couldn't do the Majorette things, then I could, be part of it. And at that point, I was mixed between, oh, she lying, she just trying to make me feel bad, she's trying to, and then the other side was like, oh, now I feel kind of bad, because if I didn't react so quickly, I would have had a chance. But it's over, it's over and done with, so it's whatever. So fast forward to Mardi Gras. Same experience, same parades, same feet hurting, same marchings continuously, if I said that right. So, after that, same thing happens. Nothing happened after Mardi Gras. And yeah. So that is the end of my HB2 experience junior year. Overall, I had a very nice time my junior year, even though I had a little kerfluffle during some moments. And now, that's the end of that topic. Hopefully you enjoyed that topic of me explaining my junior year in high school, having HB2 in my, life. So see you later. See you all. Bye-bye.
Hello you guys, and thanks for watching. If you wish to see more of this beautiful